more involved than that. You know, it takes a little more infrastructure for that kind of stuff. The one interesting thing in all of this, and here's this survey, and people are obviously against any kind of development. They want it as primitive as it can stay. And we've got a clip. I want you to listen to this clip. It's a comment by Commissioner Salter. We want you to listen to this clip. It's real short. Pay attention, and then we'll have a few comments.
This is his response to the survey results that indicate people don't want development in the park.
Right.
Roll tape.
Roll tape.
We know that whatever we build down there has the potential to wash away one day or blow away. So I would be interested in how are we going to ensure cost recovery in the future on whatever we put out there. What kind of revenue can we also generate for the county? Because we all know that we are in declining revenue stages. Whatever we do, I'd like to see at least be cost effective, generate money to offset any maintenance costs that we may incur as we develop the whole area now, not just your project. I'd like to see us possibly, as we start putting together some kind of master plan, at least consider a mixed use development of, is it a mile down there, Gordon? Yeah. Some kind of mixed use for that entire mile. I see us having an opportunity to preserve the quality of life on that beach, but at the same time, we got to look at ways to improve tourism. And with kids coming to the classroom, that's a wonderful thing, but I'm not sure how many out-of-county, out-of-state students it would draw. Hopefully some. But it is a beach, it is a tourist attraction down there, so I hope as we move forward we can put together a master plan that accomplishes what you want, but also generate some revenue, not just for the county, but for that beach, so we can continue to develop the beach in the right way and offset any costs.
Well, you know, apparently, I mean, I'm just guessing here, I'm just talking out loud. Apparently they didn't give our chairman, Commissioner Salter, a copy of the survey results, which overwhelmingly show that no one wants, there's big opposition to any kind of development down there. But
including mixed use.
Including mixed use, you know.
Which basically means we allow some developers to put condos in.
Yeah, we will put one, we'll have one or two little bitty things that the poor folks can rent, and then right beside that we'll put our 17-story condominium and block the sun off the sunbathers. So
I think if that is attempted, I think that there's going to be an outcry.
Yeah,
and that even includes the two lots that are already leased.
Right.
I mean, the county certainly has control over how high those buildings are.
Exactly. But that was very interesting. I think the survey came out. Like I said, I thought it was right on the money.
I think though that if people are interested, especially if people are very concerned about not seeing development go in, this is something to pay attention to.
Well, as we say, make sure that you pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want a private company running this. Look, we need. We can find some of our current employees to become responsible for this and take up the money.
A private company is going to end up skimming an enormous amount of the revenues off.
You know, and I'm going to have to get on my soapbox for a minute. There are some things that I believe our county government should put money into that I know will not make money. What I would like for us to do is to change our focus and find things to put money into that will make money. And this is a moneymaker. And of course, the county's already talking about charging rental fees for pavilions. That's good.
Right.
A user fee for all of that. I'm all for all of that.
And possibly even to get into the park.
And possibly to get and I don't have a problem with that. That's a user fee. It does take money, and you have to consider that a hurricane may knock it down in the future. I know my wishes are that that the bare minimum that has to be built there be built there. I'm okay with a little sandwich shop attached to the pier, and I think we ought to have a welcome center and first aid station and one vendor.
And small campsites, primitive.
Small campsites. There's nothing in the world that says Santa Rosa County can't operate a retail establishment, and we can sell first aid supplies, waters, cokes, beach balls, floats, and foam surfboards, coolers, and ice. No reason in the world why we can't get into the money-making business.
Right.
For some reason, government thinks it's a bad thing to make money. Hey, you're using my tax dollars. Figure out a way to make money with my money. You know.
Well, the problem is when you have people in office who have friends who want to make the money instead.
Well, that's true.
And that's what we need to keep an eye on.
I'm not greedy like that. So I try to look out for the benefit of all of us taxpayers, not just the 3 dozen that are multimillionaires.
Right.
But I guess that's where I make my mistake. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the show. Hope we were educational, entertaining as always. Last couple weeks, it's really been flying at us. 30 minutes is never enough. As the show continues to grow, you know, we may have to consider going to an hour. And I'm continue to be amazed at. We met a guy, or Deborah met a fella, lives in Pensacola, was getting a friend to tape the show so he could watch it. We had one from Okaloosa County, a fan of the show, you know. So we're getting out there, and we appreciate it, and we hope you've enjoyed it.
We're going to close today with a silent protest that happened last week, the 36th anniversary of Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade, of course, the Supreme Court decision that upheld abortion rights in America. Last week in Milton, some young people got together to hold a pro-life vigil to mark the day. We're not aware of any pro-choice rallies that happened here that day, just to let viewers who may be concerned about unequal coverage know that. And you can see there in the footage, these kids are standing near the traffic. There's a parent in there too, and they're wearing tape over their mouths. They told me to symbolize silenced voices of the unborn. Now, this was part of a nationwide campaign called Never Silence Life, which held silent demonstrations around the country to promote the pro-life position. And these kids heard about that, and they organized to take part. Regardless of individual opinion on the issue, I think everybody will probably agree that it's good to see young people getting out there and participating in civic life and in public issues.
We're doing a silent petition against abortion. It's a national campaign. It's called Never Silence Life, and we're just out here taking a stand. We just want to get the word out there that abortion is a problem, that it's not just something to be overlooked. It's a big deal. There's over 13, I think, million abortions in the U.S. alone, and then there's 20 million worldwide, and so
I guess it's really to let people know that there are other choices besides abortion. You know, there are other options that you can take.
I actually found out about it. My favorite band is called Barlow Girl, and they're sponsoring it in a sense, and so they over MySpace, I found out about the campaign and decided that, well, Milton, you know, why not do it in Milton? Get the word out here.